Hello and welcome to Reimagine. Today's project is all about reimagine this huge space as a children's wonderland. And then over to my left, through that door, through that hallway, is actually an adult snug. So we're doing two spaces today that must connect together and align with the rest of the aesthetic of this beautiful, beautiful home. And it is a bit French provincial. Clients are French, and so what I've done is kept with natural materials, beautiful earthy colours, greenery, and toys in particular that are homemade, handmade. Everything here can move and change because as kids get older, of course, they're going to say, actually, I don't want to be playing with that particular cubby house, or I want it to move to be something else. So everything in here can be packed down and taken somewhere else and handed down to somebody else that wants to create a different space. This will always feel like part of the home, not just let's push those kids to the side and let them play in that corner. It's not that. This is going to be their area to enjoy as they wish with their grandparents. Now, this project is particularly special. These clients have been very loyal and wonderful clients over the years. We met many years ago. I've helped them with a makeover for their business and different members of their family. We've done a nursery and a Pilates studio. And now I get to create a beautiful space for their grandchildren. So this is a snug, and for those who do not know what a snug is, it can be really anything that makes you feel snuggly. A room where you can make into a space where you can sit down, relax, listen to music, read, but feel warm and cozy. And that's what this is. So this is a small space. It's been used for an office, a storage area, literally a walkway through to another room. What the client really wanted was a room where, because there are bedrooms over here too, that the parents, adults, can come and sit down and just have a little bit of quiet time, which is what we all need. So a snug can literally be set up anywhere. And even though we've got a thoroughfare going on here, I will make it feel warmer and cozier by using first this magnificent chair. There's another one of these coming up. This is original from, I'm feeling the 60s, early 70s, belonging to the owner's mum, which is very special. I'm mad for doing, being able to utilise and repurpose beautiful objects that mean a lot to my clients. And this is the perfect example of that, which leads me on to the client. The client, this is a very special space, as I mentioned before. I've done a lot of work for them, and I think that it's a wonderful thing because you really get to know their aesthetic. And when I take a brief, it is about understanding what it is they really want. And when my client said, I want this to be a snug, I understood what she was saying because of what she is creating in her head with the bedrooms, the grandchildren's wonderland, and then this is the adult space. So she wants everyone to be close here, and I love that idea. Now, what we may do is once all of this is set up, I'm going to use some of their beautiful artwork in here, but we may, and we won't do it today, we may be painting in here as well, because what I'd love to be able to do is maybe add a particular colour in here or wallpaper to this wall in particular to bring everything in. But we don't have to do everything in one day. Rome was not built in a day. So we'll set it up and see how we go. Hello, welcome. We're finished. The clients are nearly here. The anticipation is too much. Come and have a look. Sorry. Okay, so children's wonderland. Ooh. So, what can I tell you? This is a space where children can play, they learn, they create, they imagine, they use their imagination, and they can just play to their little heart's content. There's no TV in here. maybe they'll have an iPad, I don't know. But the idea is that there are spaces, there are places, there are things to do that they can use their hands, their brains, their eyes, and their imagination. Okay, so you don't have to have a big, cumbersome table when you're doing a creative space for kids. What I mean by creative is where they do their drawing and writing and put their little puzzles together and things like that. These little tables tie in with the rest of the look and feel of the home. And these gorgeous little baskets, I've specifically sourced these so that they can actually store the crayons, etc. and chalk. So everything's got its place to be put back into in this Children's Wonderland, and it looks beautiful. Specifically, I've chosen wooden toys, wooden puzzles, because you know it ties in with the whole aesthetic of the home, and that was very much part of the brief. Isn't it a beautiful space? Little chairs, I love it. Okay, so a reading area was required, and because Grandma and Grandpa, or Nanny and Bompa, need to be able to get up out of, they can't be sitting around on the floor these days. So couches. What I've done here is I actually decided to do 2 couches, and rather than push them up against walls, put them in the middle of the room, because this is the center. This is where it's all going to happen here. I've specifically got couches that are going to be able to wipe clean really quickly. It's a children's wonderland after all. And the way I've kind of styled it up a little bit more to make it a bit more grown up is to add beautiful linen cushions. And these are toys / cushions as well, but these are for the kids really, and they're so beautiful. And the throw. So this throw is linen, it's got the most beautiful colours in it. Colour without crazy colour. So it ties in again with all the natural rust, olives, oatmeal colours, the wood that actually sets the scene for this whole space. And this throw can actually be used in any other part of the house as well. It actually could look beautiful anywhere. And that was the idea with this whole space. It's all interchangeable with the house, the rest of the house, and it can be packed down and moved in. I particularly love this little cubby house. It's made of calico, and these don't come with it. I found these online, which I just thought were the most beautiful little details. They're made of thick, gorgeous wool, and I've kept in the colour of the rest of the space. And just sort of putting these around just kind of adds a little bit of pizzazz. I've put it on a Hessian rug, seagrass rug. This little guy, these just happen to look beautiful together. Of course, you know the horse is my favourite. Some cushions in there, and there you go. And this can go anywhere. The kids can move this. They can literally drag this whole thing and put it over there if they want to. And that's the beauty of it. There's another 2 little cubby houses over there, but this I think is my favourite. It's just such a beautiful little space, and who knows what adventures will happen there. So there's different areas to go to, and cosy cushions in each of them. This is one of the softest rugs you'll imagine. And here's the 3rd little lion. This is pink, so maybe this will be for the little girl, maybe it'll be for the little boy, I don't know. But isn't he beautiful? So, a little bit of fairy light, not fairy lights, what are these things called? Party lights from Party Space. These guys, these were part of the brief. So there's a big elephant over there, and there's these 2 beautiful paintings of 2 of the grandchildren. We've got toys here, we've got wooden train set and blocks, but again, in baskets, everything can be put away. And I think that's a really lovely thing to be able to help your kids be able to do, is know that if they use something, they put it back. And so it's a really easy way to start reinforcing that. So there we go. The Children's Wonderland. I feel like they're going to be here very soon. And stay tuned. Okay, so the snug is now done. Well, it's not quite done. I'm going to do a little bit more to it, but come in anyway. So these beautiful 2 chairs are in place. We've got a rug. This rug is a smaller version of what's out in their Children's Wonderland. These we repurposed, and those 2 beautiful canvases are favourites of the client. So that's what we used, their pieces. We've just added, this is going to have some more books and bits and pieces on it eventually. And I reckon I'm going to paint this wall a beautiful deep olive green, which would be amazing. Now, what changes this room is that I've got this beautiful lamp here with a bit of rattan, black and rattan, and it just has got a warm globe and it looks beautiful. So it changes the whole feel of this room. No longer is it a walkway or an office or a dumping area. This, my friends, is a snug.